यानी क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एक उन्होंने एक अलग सी एक पर्सनालिटी उस टाइप की। तो ये ओवरऑल एकदम अच्छा सफर रहा, बहुत खुशी हुई, बहुत आनंद आया, और कहीं ना कहीं अभी लग रहा है कि हम हमारा टारगेट करेंगे।
Sir, it's a wonderful session. No flawless, not even a single minute wasted. The way he was, he's a pearl connecting all of us. Each and every session is fantastic. When he is with us, I think we can easily reach our target. We are like a family, and he was leading us. Whatever example he is stating, giving, it holds good for each and every one of our businesses.
सर बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम रहा। हम लोग जब मैं ज्वाइन कर रहा था तो मेरे को नहीं लगा था कि हम लोग इतने अच्छे प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं और हम लोग को इतना बढ़िया तरीके से समझाया जाएगा। इट्स वाज ए वेरी वंडरफुल, और ये आई ओपनर जैसे था कि कई एक चीजें जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं हम लोग को पता नहीं है कैसे करना है, क्या नहीं करना। तो सर ने काफी इन डेप्थ समझाया और काफी अच्छा प्रोग्राम रहा।
Actually, there was the guidelines which was very much eye-opening.
बेसिक जो चीज़ें होती है वो हमें खुद को ही पता नहीं है, तो वो जैसे हमारा विजन क्या होगा, दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीज़ें रहती है। ऐसा नहीं है कि हर आदमी अपने बिजनेस के बारे में सोचता है, बहुत प्लानिंग्स भी करता है, लेकिन उसको जब पेपर पे लेके आते हैं तब हमें पता चलता है कि हमें करना क्या है और क्या हमारा रोड मैप होगा। वो इस सारे सेशन से हमारा क्लियर हुआ है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आगे हम इसमें कुछ अच्छा करेंगे, क्योंकि अब हमारे पास एक विजन है, रिटर्न डॉक्यूमेंट है, हम उसको देख सकते हैं, लोगों को बता सकते हैं, अपने लोगों को सबको साथ में लेके टीम बना सकते हैं। तो वो एक काफ़ी अच्छा रहा।
बहुत बड़ा विजन दिखाया, बहुत बड़ा व्यूज दिखाया कि जो हम नहीं देख सकते थे, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है हम लिमिटेड नजरिया रहता है और उधर तक ही देख पाते हैं, लेकिन जो दिखाने का आँख है, बहुत बड़ा दिखाने का जो आँख है वो योगेश सर ने दिखाया। योगेश सर के गाइडेंस से अभी मैं पहुंच सकता हूँ, मैं जिधर जाना चाहता हूँ वो कर सकता हूँ, ये मुझे आइडियाज मिल गए।
कि भी 8 दिन में आपने बहुत अच्छा डिश हमको खिलाया, अभी कल से हमको कौन खिलाएगा? दिस पर्सन हैज डेफिनेटली बिल्ड अ वेरी गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विद ऑन वेरी गुड वैल्यूज, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। गाइडेंस हमको मिला है, वी आर वेरी हैप्पी फॉर दैट, but while implementing we may do a lot of mistakes, and that time we need handholding of Yogesh sir. It was really a great experience to share time with all of you. Thank you very much sir.
I think you had a deep understanding of each and every person who was attending webinar. It was really helpful, sir. Few things, but few right things. Yes, for my next future, all the years. Few of the bases that are required for my next future, all the years.
Gives the clarity in which lines strictly recommended for the before starting the business. In the initial stages only, you are going to move forward in the business. This is the program is recommended before start the business. This will help gives the clarity in which lines.
Concepts and certain things I came to know. Somehow I got my breakthroughs from this training, but it is a continuous journey in any way.
Now
I know the actual meaning of what is vision, what is mission, and how this is very important to our business. बहुत ही ज़्यादा knowledgeable session. I'm sure you are the one who can solve all those problems.
There is nothing mission impossible now because we got that formula. उसको vision mission बना लो, अपने आप उसका बन जाएगा.
Now I feel I'm more young. My perception about myself that I've missed a lot of things is slowly going away. A confident feeling is coming out. This has been my biggest takeaway, getting more confident from inside.
You know, I joined this session. I was very excited. The fear factor has gone. All thanks to Mr. Yogesh Pawar.
एक ही वर्ड बोलूंगा, डेडिकेशन. आपने जो ये दिया जलाया है, इसको पूरे भारत में लेके जाए. It is the need of the hour. एक दिन मैं ऐसी कंपनी खड़ी करूं जिसे इंडिया को प्राउड हो.
Sir, it's a wonderful session. No flawless, not even a single minute wasted. The way he was, he's a pearl connecting all of us. Each and every session is fantastic. When he is with us, I think we can easily reach our target. We are like a family, and he was leading us. Whatever example he is giving, it holds good for each and every one of our businesses.
सर बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम रहा. हम लोग जब मैं ज्वाइन कर रहा था तो मेरे को नहीं लगा था कि हम लोग इतने अच्छे प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं और हम लोग को इतना बढ़िया तरीके से समझाया जाएगा. इट्स वाज ए वेरी वंडरफुल और ये आई ओपनर जैसे था कि कई एक चीजें जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं हम लोग को पता नहीं है कैसे करना है क्या नहीं करना. तो सर ने काफी इन डेप्थ समझाया और काफी अच्छा प्रोग्राम रहा है.
Actually, there was the guidelines which was very much eye-opening.
बेसिक जो चीज़ें होती है वो हमें खुद को ही पता नहीं है. तो वो जैसे हमारा विजन क्या होगा, दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीज़ें रहती है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हर आदमी अपने बिजनेस के बारे में सोचता है, बहुत प्लानिंग्स भी करता है, लेकिन उसको जब पेपर पे लेके आते हैं तब हमें पता चलता है कि हमें करना क्या है और क्या हमारा रोड मैप होगा. वो इस सारे सेशन से हमारा क्लियर हुआ है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आगे हम इसमें कुछ अच्छा करेंगे, क्योंकि अब हमारे पास एक विजन है, रिटर्न डॉक्यूमेंट है, हम उसको देख सकते हैं, लोगों को बता सकते हैं, अपने लोगों को सबको साथ में लेके टीम बना सकते हैं. तो वो एक काफ़ी अच्छा रहा.
बहुत बड़ा विजन दिखाया, बहुत बड़ा व्यूज दिखाया कि जो हम नहीं देख सकते थे. क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है, हम लिमिटेड नजरिया रहता है और उधर तक ही देख पाते हैं, लेकिन जो दिखाने का आँख है, बहुत बड़ा दिखाने का जो आँख है, वो योगेश सर ने दिखाया. योगेश सर के गाइडेंस से अभी मैं पहुंच सकता हूँ, मैं जिधर जाना चाहता हूँ वो कर सकता हूँ. ये मुझे आइडियाज मिल गए.
ये भी 8 दिन में आपने बहुत अच्छा डिश हमको खिलाया. अभी कल से हमको कौन खिलाएगा? This person has definitely built a very good organization with on very good values. That is very important. Guidance हमको मिला है. We are very happy for that. But while implementing, we may do a lot of mistakes, and that time we need handholding of Yogesh sir. It was really a great experience to share time with all of you. Thank you very much, sir.
I think you had a deep understanding of each and every person who was attending webinar. It was really helpful, sir. Few things, but few right things. Yes, for my next future, all the years. Few of the bases that are required for my next future, all the years.
Gives the clarity in which lines strictly recommended for before starting the business. In the initial stages only, you are going to move forward in the business. This is the program is recommended before start the business. This will help gives the clarity in which lines.
Concepts and certain things I came to know. Somehow I got my breakthroughs from this training, but it is a continuous journey in any way.
now I know the actual meaning of what is vision, what is mission, and how this is very important to our business. बहुत ही ज़्यादा knowledgeable session. I'm sure you are the one who can solve all those problems.
There is nothing mission impossible now because we got that formula. उसको vision mission बना लो, अपने आप उसका बन जाएगा.
Now I feel I'm more young. My perception about myself that I've missed a lot of things is slowly going away. A confident feeling is coming out. This has been my biggest takeaway, getting more confident from inside.
I joined this session. I was very excited. The fear factor has gone. All thanks to Mr. Yogesh Pawar.
एक ही वर्ड बोलूंगा, डेडिकेशन. आपने जो ये दिया जलाया है इसको पूरे भारत में लेके जाए. इट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर. एक दिन मैं ऐसी कंपनी खड़ी करूं जिसे इंडिया को प्राउड हो.
जो फ्रेमिंग करण्याचा विषय कधी कधी आम्ही कमी असतो, तर त्यामध्ये तुमचं सजेशन जे ते आमच्यासाठी व्हॅल्युएबल झालं. गुड एक्सपिरियन्स.
Overall experience was quite good. Had expected it would not go to this particular level. Initially I was like skeptical, but this was like a pretty surprise for me. Something important which are required for our business or the entrepreneurship to go smoothly and to conduct it quite efficiently. These two were like very important takeaways for me.
The entire journey of this last 8 or 10 sessions was really encouraging us. We come in interaction with you. वो चीजें बहुत जल्द से जल्द होने लगी.
When we have decided we have to hit that target, they are getting the opportunities also.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me. You can see me. Good evening. On a chat box right now, good evening. Just confirm if you can see me, if you can hear me. All the people who are watching on YouTube or Facebook also can write down. I am accessing that as well. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Rajesh ji. Good evening, Bhupendra Singh ji. Good evening, Kanchan. Good evening. Wonderful. Very nice. Good evening, Vivek ji. Good evening. I generally ask this question to people who join my webinars that please write down, because it is good for people. You can write down and you can network for yourself. What kind of business you are in? Where have you joined us from? And your complete name. So complete name is anyways existing on your name tags, but you could go ahead and write down the kind of businesses you are in and where have you joined us from. Waiting for your responses. Go ahead. And while you write it down, tour and events from Mumbai, okay. Printing press from Jaisalmer, beautiful. We are into business of pipes and fitting wholesaling. I am from Dura King Pipings LLP, Mumbai. Wonderful, Rajesh ji. Welcome. From Pune, Fibro India Engineering and Manufacturing Company, e-com industry. The e-com industry is very big, Kartikeya. If you could specifically tell us the kind of products you are in, probably we will be able to assist you do something during this webinar. I'm into private homeopathy practice and psychology. Wonderful. Welcome, Prashant. Sanjay from Sai Cement Products Manufacturing, Precast Composite Fabrication, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Chandigarh. Wonderful. Very nice. All right, people writing it down. Wholesale trading of dry fruits and spices in Delhi.
All right. Okay, Sagar, thank you very much. So while people have written down, there are few who must have written down, few must have not written down. It's absolutely okay. But the way this webinar goes is, it is an interactive session. Okay, it's a tool. There's a tool called Diffusion of Innovation. Upendra Singh, I'm from Pune in roofing solutions, imported products from USA, Russia. Company name is Joyan. Okay, Upendra ji, welcome to the webinar. Thank you very much. So we have people joining in across, I think from Delhi, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu. We have people from Maharashtra. Welcome all of you, and it is a pleasure to serve you today. Let me quickly introduce you to School of Inspiration Leadership. My name is Dr. Yogesh Pawar. I have been working as the founder of this company for almost a decade now. I started this almost a decade, and with a lot of research, a lot of work that we have been doing for MSMEs, we were able to develop a platform called SIL University. So quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a video with all of you to help you understand who we are. Because you've joined this webinar, quickly you can go to our website, okay, and spend some time in conducting your free business health checkup. So this is a complete test that you will go through, and a report will come to you automatic. Absolutely not a problem. So the moment you log into a website, you will get that. I'm going to share with you what people talk about us, and all of these are tenured businesses. Just confirm if you can hear the sound, see what we're doing.
Gurukul, outstanding. Vaccine, mentor, great. Booster dose, eye opener. Wealth creation factory. School, progressive handholding. Directive, life changer. Way to direction. Great support.
Profound motivator.
Inspiration, adventure. Catalyst, navigator. Development consultant. Tool of life. University for entrepreneurs. Growth catalyst. Dictionary of motivation. Mentor. Catalyst. Business trigger. Guide. Lighthouse.
So as an organization, we have worked with over 18,000 businesses and entrepreneurs. Very importantly, to understand, how was it formed and why was it formed? While we come back on the topic, I'll definitely share with you. I would want to, I want all of you to have a look at the platform that we've designed for SMEs, and this is typically only for the SMEs. Startups, manufacturing companies, service companies, traders, trading businesses, all of that. This platform is there for you and your employees. So that's the goal of this platform, of how do you get high curated content, okay, good content which is relevant to Indian businesses. मतलब दुनिया से उठा के कुछ ना कुछ चिपकाना is not the point. How do you get high quality content which is very, very aligned to Indian businesses? हमारे तरीकों के साथ हम कैसे से scale up कर सकते हैं, कैसे businesses scale up कर सकते हैं. One stop solution for you, holistic approach है कि आपका process, आपकी system, आपकी सोच, आपका पैसा, इन सब को लेके कैसे हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. You can also download our app, which is there on Android right now. You can download our app. It's called SIL University. आप अगर Android जाके SILU type करोगे तो आपको ये app मिल जाएगी. आप इसमें से free learning ले सकते हैं. Now, more importantly, here I will just share with you what are we going to talk about today. Now, there are two kind of journeys that we have. We have self-paced journeys and life journeys. अब जब मैं self-paced journey के बारे में बात करता हूँ, ये पूरा crafted आपके समय पे आप पढ़ाई लिखाई कर सकते हैं, ऐसा है. So now if you see, Road to Excellence नाम की journey है. Road to Excellence नाम की journey ये perfect journey है engineering companies के लिए. ये परफेक्ट जर्नी है जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स हैं उनके लिए, ये परफेक्ट जर्नी है जो फैक्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं हमारे व्हाइट कॉलर और ग्रे कॉलर्स लोग हैं उनके लिए, ये परफेक्ट जर्नी है। अगर ये लोग, आपके लोग या आप ये पढ़ लेते हैं तो आपको वो तरीके, वो टूल्स समझ में आते हैं कि किस तरीके से हम आगे जाके अपनी कंपनी की क्वालिटी, प्रोडक्ट्स की क्वालिटी को इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं। सो दैट इज डन, यू नो, इट्स कॉल्ड रोड टू एक्सीलेंस। ये ब्यूटीफुली क्राफ्टेड जर्नी है। अगर आप इसे देखना चाहते हैं, यू कैन गो देयर एंड देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ फ्री स्टफ फॉर यू हियर, यू कैन डेफिनेटली एक्सेस। Similarly, there's a journey called Burning Desire. Burning Desire is a journey only for entrepreneurs, only for business owners. ये business owners startups हो सकते हैं, ये business owners tenured businesses हो सकते हैं। लगभग 100-150 करोड़ के businesses भी ये सेशन करते हैं और ये सेशन लाइव है मेरे साथ। ओके, तो जैसे मैं अभी आपके साथ लाइव बात कर रहा हूँ उस तरीके से ये लाइव सेशन है। इस सेशन को एक्सेस करने के लिए आपको ये फ्री पावर टूल्स दिए गए हैं, आप ये सारे फ्री पावर टूल्स ले सकते हैं। तो अगर आप इसे क्लिक करते हो तो आपके पास पूरा एक्सेस हो जाता है, एंड देन यू कैन यूज दिस। इफ यू लाइक दिस, यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ माय सेशन एज वेल, व्हिच इज लाइव एज आई सेड। सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंटली लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड, जो टूल्स मैं आपको इस सेशन में लाइव ही बताने वाला हूं उसमें से एक टूल मैं आज आपके साथ बात कर रहा हूं, एंड दैट्स कॉल्ड डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन। कैन यू टेल मी इफ यू हर्ड अबाउट डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन? कभी आपने सुना है कि इनोवेशन को डिफ्यूज किया जाता है? एक प्रोडक्ट की जर्नी, एक सर्विस की जर्नी किस तरीके से एस्पिरेशन से नीड की तरफ जाती है। मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं, एस्पिरेशन से नीड की तरफ जाती है। आपने ये वर्ड कभी सुना है क्या? दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन। गो अहेड एंड रिस्पॉन्ड, because once you respond, I'll start writing it on the whiteboard. Please write it down on your chat box if you've heard me. Okay, you can say yes or no कि यहाँ सर हमने diffusion of innovation नहीं सुना है, हमने diffusion of innovation नहीं सुना है। अगर आपने, fair, no problem, it's very good. So I think people have heard, there are certain people have heard, Dinakaran has heard it, and the rest of the people haven't heard about it. Fair, no problems with that. So let me tell you that जब हम इस टूल के बारे में बात करते हैं, डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन, पहले तो ये समझ लेते हैं कि ये टूल एग्जिस्टेंस से कब है। ये टूल एग्जिस्टेंस से है लगभग 60 सालों से। सो ये कोई मैं नई चीज नहीं बताने वाला आपको। हाँ, पर सबसे महत्वपूर्ण चीज क्या है, मैं आपको इसे यूज कैसे करना ये समझा दूंगा, क्योंकि हमने लगभग 1000 से ज्यादा बिजनेसेस की कंसल्टिंग में इसे बहुत ही बखूबी से यूज किया है, और वो यूसेज इज द की। टूल सबको पता है, पर वो स्क्रू ड्राइवर चलाना आना चाहिए, एक हुनर होता है उसका। सो इसकी हिस्ट्री अगर समझनी है, इसकी हिस्ट्री लिखी गई थी डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन की 1800 से आ रहा है, 1800s। ओके, इसे फॉर्मलाइज किया गया लास्ट 7 सालों में, एंड द पर्सन हु एक्चुअली started working on this, the person who started working on this is somebody from University of Stanford, the professor here called Everett Roger. इन्होंने इसके ऊपर काम शुरू किया। अब जैसे जैसे इन्होंने उसके ऊपर काम शुरू किया, वैसे ही IITs, IIMs और बहुत ही नामांकित इंस्टीट्यूट्स ने भी इस पे काम शुरू किया। इंडियन बिजनेसेस में ये लागू कैसे होता है, या ग्लोबल बिजनेसेस में, अगर आप ग्लोबली बिजनेस करना चाहते हैं तो इसे लागू कैसे किया जाता है, इसे यूज कैसे किया जाता है, बिकॉज इट्स अ साइंटिफिक मॉडल। आपको काफी रिसर्च के थ्रू इस मॉडल का सक्सेस मिलता है। नाउ इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू एंड मी टू अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिस ऑफ दिस मॉडल। सो आई नीड वन पार्टिसिपेंट जिनके साथ मैं बात कर सकता हूं, and that participant can raise their hand and tell me, okay, you can talk to me. We will take his product or her product and draw the diffusion of innovation for him. Okay, so it becomes very easy for people to understand. Okay, I think I have one person who has risen his hand. His name is Vivin. Vivin, you are allowed to talk right now. Vivin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Vivin, what do you do? What kind of business you are in?
So currently, me and my wife, we are into offline distribution of health food products.
Health
And
food
we
products.
want to, yes.
Okay,
So
great.
this is
Wonderful.
packaged food, but as
Okay.
opposed to packaged food which comes out in the market, this is free of preservatives and chemicals. There are a
Okay.
number of companies in the Indian ecosystem coming up every day with such innovative products. For example, millet-based pancakes or vegan
Correct.
chocolates.
Correct.
And, number of products like these.
Wonderful, wonderful. And if I ask you, what is your buyer's persona? I'm using words now. Okay, please please save these words for yourself. Buyer's persona. Okay.
Yeah, I understand buyer's persona.
Wonderful. Would you be able to tell me who's your buyer? What is your buyer's persona?
So a typical buyer persona would be someone who has health restrictions. Someone who loves junk food, but due to their health constraints, they are not able to consume what is available in the market, and that's why they look out for products which is organic or something which is chemical free or maybe gluten free, things like these. So it could be mothers who are looking for healthy foods for their children.
Okay. So if I ask you, what kind of movies are these guys watching?
I am not sure.
Well, what kind of YouTube channels are they subscribed to?
So these are people who are well exposed to well exposed to probably what are the new researches, new findings. I think they browse through channels like TEDx to inspire themselves, or maybe they follow some health food blogs, such kind of stuff. So they are living a good lifestyle. They have the kind of money and affordability to be able to afford such products. So they are definitely going for some premium content, I would say.
So what will be the monthly expense of such house?
Monthly expense of such house, I think maybe around 30 to 50K.
Great. See, why am I asking this question to you? So you typically are, so the business is into food. Okay.
Yes,
so the place is in the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in kitchen, there are 200 items.
Yes.
Assuming, which means you want to have that kitchen space. Right? जैसे चाय की पत्ती एक होती है और वही रिपीट होती रहती है, तो उसकी स्पेस है ना, आटे की स्पेस है ना, स्टोव की स्पेस है, तो वो स्पेस को कैप्चर करना है. Am I correct?
जी.
अब अगर मैं ये आपको ये थॉट प्रोसेस लीजिए. दूसरा थॉट प्रोसेस, जब मैं बायर का पर्सोना पूछ रहा हूं आपसे, तो आपको उसकी सोशल लाइफस्टाइल, आपको उसकी पर्सनल लाइफस्टाइल, आपको उसकी फाइनेंशियल लाइफस्टाइल, आपको उसकी स्पिरिचुअल लाइफस्टाइल.
ओके.
Because I'm 100% sure that अच्छा ये guess work है. This is an intelligent guess that I'm doing right now, because I didn't know before talking to you what is your product. These people will be inclined towards health because of either they are proactive or because certain issues.
Yes.
Which means most of them will be falling under the category of following some spiritual leaders, following some fitness coaches, following some fitness brands.
Possibly.
You need to find out, where is my customer hanging? Where does he hang out? Is he sitting in coffee days? Is he sitting in some local restaurants? Is he sitting in the Irani cafes? Where is he sitting? Where is he hanging out? Where is he hanging out digitally? Where is he hanging out physically? Where is he spending time? So typically, if you start, which city you are calling us from?
I am currently based in Dehradun, which is my hometown also.
Wonderful. So how many gyms in Dehradun?
How many
gyms in Dehradun? Fitness clubs.
Dehradun gyms, I think close to 500 or maybe more.
And what is the current sale that you have?
current sale that I have from my offline distribution business is under 5 lakhs a month.
Under 5 lakhs a month. And which means how many units are you selling?
Unit, see, an average unit, see, the weighted average is somewhere around 150 rupees.
Units. I'm talking about units.
Okay.
Quantity.
So if I divide it somewhere around 300 to 400 products.
How much time would it take for you to reach 500 gyms?
500 gyms. I think within a month I can tap them all, because Dehradun is a small place.
Correct. And if you really look at it, 500 gyms and the takeoff value. Okay, say assuming you keep a stack there and the takeoff value is average 2 products a day. The gym is open for 25 days.
Right.
So 50 product, outflow शुरू हो जाएगा 50 products का.
Per day. Right.
50 products से 500 gym में जाएगा.
Right. Right.
अब 500 gym में जाने वाले 500 लोग, 500 gyms into 50 product takeoffs.
Right.
With an average ticket value of 150 to 200 rupees. Please make the maths.
Right. That's huge.
Correct. So what I'm trying to put across here is, why was I able to help you do this and show you this perspective? Precisely because the kind of questions that I'm asking you, I narrowed it down to a certain segment. Okay. You know, one is called hypothesis. You do some hypothesis around it, and then you put that hypothesis on statistics. अब ये बहुत ज़्यादा heavy words लगते हैं, पर है नहीं. ये बड़ा आसान सी चीजें हैं. ये अंग्रेजों ने heavy बना के रखी हुई है. ऐसे कोई heavy words नहीं है. ये बड़ी simple सी चीजें, जिसमें common sense use होता है, which is unfortunately not common in all. But fundamentally, अगर मैं इन 500 gyms को tap कर सकूं, now let's look at how these 500 gyms will act or react to your product. Is that okay?
Sure.
Now let's draw the graph of diffusion of innovation.
ठीक है.
Okay. So here you go on my y-axis and my x-axis. So I'm going to make it simple, right? I'm saying y-axis पे है aspiration.
Okay.
और x-axis पे है need. अगर ये एस्पिरेशन और नीड की जर्नी समझ में आए, तो सिंपल सा गणित है कि जिस चीज के बारे में मेरी लाइकिंग ज्यादा है, जिस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में मेरी लाइकिंग ज्यादा है, जिस सर्विस के बारे में मेरी लाइकिंग ज्यादा है, there will be few of you who are very averse to learning versus very pro to learning. यहाँ पे लगभग 100 लोग हैं. कुछ लोग होंगे जो लर्निंग को बहुत प्रो समझते हैं, कुछ लोग होंगे जो सुन के छोड़ देंगे. Okay, as a business, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, what I have to worry about is, am I giving the right thing to the right people who are in that need? So how do I identify that? That's the first question. So यहाँ पे आपके एग्जाम्पल में हमने पकड़ा हुआ है 500 लोग, 500 people. Is that okay?
ठीक है.
तो अगर 500 gyms हैं, तो कैन यू टेल मी कि सारे लोग खरीद लेंगे आपसे?
नहीं.
तो कितने लोग खरीदेंगे? कोई लॉजिक है उसका?
Maybe 1 or 2 in 10.
1 or 2 will?
1 or 2 out of 10 people will say yes.
Yeah,
initially.
correct, right? Correct. So let's understand that it is a bell curve that happens.
Right.
It's a bell curve that happens. So ये जो bell curve है ना, ये दिखता कैसे है? I'm going to show you right now. आपका जो पूरा प्रोडक्ट है इन 500 जिम में किस तरीके से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होने की क्षमता है. Is that okay? You're with me?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm just opening that thing for you. Just give me a moment, huh? Just confirm if you can see my page. Confirm if you can see my page.
Yes.
Great. Now, if you notice, out of 500 people or 500 gyms, अगर मैं ये कहता हूं कि 500 लोग जिम में हैं, सॉरी, अगर 500 जिम्स हैं और हर जिम में कम से कम 500 लोग हैं, पोटेंशियल क्या हो गया? 2500 लोगों का पोटेंशियल हो गया. Is that okay?
2.5 lakh.
हाँ, 2500, 2.5 लाख का पोटेंशियल हो गया. अब ये 2.5 लाख में से only 2.5% of people will jump on your product.
True.
Is that okay? These will be the guys who will jump on your product. Now, when we say these will be the guys who will jump on your products, का मतलब क्या है? That these are the people who will say, I want to try something new. Now, why gyms? Because they're anyways health freak. They're anyways wanting to get into a better health lifestyle, a better health. So if your product is placed at the place where your customer is hanging, the possibility of it getting sold is far higher. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right? So उसमें से भी सिर्फ 2.5% लोग हैं जो jump करेंगे product पे. Oh, this is something new and I would want to buy it. So now, out of 250,000 people, now this is a hypothesis that we're doing, out of 250,000 people, there would be around 2.5% of people who will say, I would want to buy it. Now, these are the people, if you are able to serve them well, okay, start becoming your brand ambassadors. Now, they start promoting your product without even knowing that, I'm promoting a product. And they speak about it so genuinely because they've liked it. Everybody has an innate need to be, generally people share, no? अगर मैंने नया टीवी खरीदा, नया मोबाइल खरीदा और मेरा एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा है उसका, तो मैं शेयर करता हूँ लोगों के साथ, नहीं बढ़िया है, यही ले लो. Do you agree with that? So,
yes.
आपको वो ढूंढने, ये 2.5% कौन है? आप मेरे पूरे यूनिवर्स में वो 2.5% कौन है? ये जनरली कॉन्सेप्ट ट्रेड्स दिखाते हैं. इसीलिए बायर का पर्सोना होना हाथ में बहुत जरूरी है. अब जब 2.5%, अगर 2.5 लाख में से 2.5% लोग अगर आपके प्रोडक्ट खरीदना शुरू करते हैं, तब आपकी प्रोडक्ट की लाइफ साइकिल अर्ली अडॉप्टर्स में जाती है. अब अर्ली अडॉप्टर्स वाले कौन लोग हैं? जो एविडेंस मांगते हैं. तो इनका ये एविडेंस नहीं मांगते. पहले वाले एविडेंस नहीं मांगते, दूसरे वाले एविडेंस मांगते हैं. ये मांगते हैं, यार तूने खा के देखा है, कैसा टेस्ट है, अच्छा है, खराब तो नहीं होता. ये एविडेंस मांगते हैं आपके यूजर से जिन्होंने पहले यूज किया हुआ प्रोडक्ट. Okay, and now what happens? These guys look at evidence and say, okay, if I have the evidence, if somebody close to me is telling me that this is the right product, I will buy. यही प्रोसेस गाड़ी खरीदने भी है. सिर्फ आपके फूड प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं, यही प्रोसेस गाड़ी खरीदने भी है. अगर नई गाड़ी आई है, किसी को गाड़ियां पसंद होती है, तो वो गाड़ी पहले खरीद लेता है, नया मॉडल खरीद लेता है. उसके बाद जो उसका दोस्त होता है उसको पूछता है, भाई गाड़ी कैसी है, अच्छी है. उसके रिव्यू के अकॉर्डिंग, ही इज नॉट अ ऑटोमोबाइल इंजीनियर, पर उसके रिव्यू के अकॉर्डिंग हम गाड़ी ले लेते हैं. हैव यू एवर डन दिस इन योर लाइफ? Purchase of anything because your dear friend, close friend has said this to you?
True.
Now, early adopters require evidence, and that's exactly why you need testimonies of your products. That's exactly why you need a website where people are talking about it. That's exactly why you need a YouTube channel. That's exactly why you need to give evidences to the market around you that, listen, this is a product that is trustworthy. And
Right.
once you cross 15% of your market, which is up in this example is 2.5 lakh people and 500 gyms, If you're able to close that 15% of your market share, now the game starts happening. Now there will be somebody else besides you who will say, यार इसमें ना बहुत margin है, ये बहुत अच्छा brand है, हमने भी निकालना चाहिए. And this is where you start getting the heat of competition. Because your product has reached the 15% mark, suddenly in all the gyms also will understand, Vivin, that this is a product to be sold, and they'll get new brands into that.
Right.
And suddenly you start feeling competition in that space. Now, what happens in that? Now, in this part of my business, I don't have to work outward. I have to work inward. Now, what do I mean by inwardness? I mean, I have to start working on my logistics. I need to start working on my supply chain. I need to start working on standardization of products, automation of my factories, standardization of my people, training of my people. This is where I have to work on. Because now the game is not outward, the game is inward, the game is changed. And unfortunately, we people who do not understand that keep pushing the product. Okay, so in stage 3, where are you focusing? You're focusing inward. While in stage 1 and stage 2, innovators and early adopters, you're focusing outward. In early majority, you're focusing inward. Is that okay? And if you don't focus inward, you will see a dip in your sale. Now, even if tomorrow your quantity of sale is higher, you will not make margins out of it because the competition has struck you. On this note, I want to take a feedback from everybody. Kitne logon ne ye experience kiya hua hai? Go ahead and write down on the chat box. Vivin, you can also share with me whether you face this kind of a issue or you anticipate that you will face kind of an issue. All right, Bhupender ji is saying yes. Go ahead, write down whether you anticipate कि ये अब मेरे को competition hit करेगा या competition hit करना शुरू हो गया है. Okay, so you can write down yes for both the things, no problem. Now let's understand what is that magic that you have to do. Once you start looking at those elements where you see, okay, now I'm going to hit my competition. Now this is one of the reasons why good companies have the method of jumping the S-curve. Okay, now I'm going to have put a drawing here for everybody to understand that. Just give me a moment. I'll put it on the whiteboard. Say, assuming you've got your innovators here, you've got your early majority here, early adopters here, you have your majority here, the late majority, and your laggards. ठीक है, ये 5 सेक्शन है. जैसे ही आप यहाँ पे पहुंचते हो, let me change the color here. जैसे ही आप यहाँ पे पहुंचते हो, the entrepreneur needs to start working on a new product development. और ये कर्व वैसे वापस शुरू हो जाता है. This is how you jump the S curve. क्योंकि अगर आपने ये इसी प्रोडक्ट को पकड़ के चलने की कोशिश करी, तो ये एस्पिरेशन की जर्नी नीड की तरफ जा चुकी है. और ये जब नीड की तरफ जाती है, तब आपके ये प्रोडक्शन स्कोप बहुत बढ़ जाता है और मार्जिन छोटे हो जाते हैं. एंड हेंस मोस्ट ऑफ द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स इसी में खेलते रहते हैं. वो स्केल अप के प्रोसेस में जाते ही नहीं है. Why? Because they fall in love with their products or services or systems that they've created. Realize that market is not going to wait. Market will produce something more. Somebody, some place sitting in some Coimbatore or some Kerala or some Jaisalmer or some Mumbai or some Gujarat or some Delhi or some Noida or some place in the country where he has very limited resources will create something and start becoming your competition. And age is not the barrier to any competition or product creation nowadays. So please make sure that you are focusing yourself on creating new product development all the time. Now, if you really notice, अगर हम इसे और सही तरीके से देखें, तो you'll realize कि यहाँ जो early adopters हैं, late majority में, early majority में जाते हैं, early majority पे मुझे inward बहुत काम करना है, बहुत ज्यादा काम करना है. और लेट मेजॉरिटी और लैगर्ड्स, ये वो लोग हैं जो प्रोडक्ट इसीलिए खरीदते हैं क्योंकि जरूरत है. So this is where pricing war starts. This is where pricing war starts. Vivin, can you tell me quickly, because we are taking an example, where is your product lying right now?
I think somewhere in early majority. Early majority, yes. Between early adopters and
lying in early majority?
Sorry, sir?
Are you sure that it is lying in early majority?
I am not 100% sure.
See, if you're not able to identify where you are, you will not be able to identify where you want to go. Is that fair?
Yes.
If you don't know what is your point A, you will not know what to, even if you decide the point B, you will not reach, because the tools that are required from say A, B, C, D, and E, and I want to reach E, the tools required for A, B, C, D is different. So you may start using wrong tools, which will give you wrong results, or probably not give you results. To my understanding, the entire industry that you are in is into early innovations.
It is actually.
It is into early innovations, and hence you don't see mass, mass advertising of those products.
Yes.
Right? Like a Patanjali ghee, you see mass advertising. Like a Patanjali, say a hair oil, you see a mass advertising, because they have reached there and beautifully reached there. Okay. Right now, probably very important. One is, of course, you have to decide your point D or E, whatever where you want to reach. Okay, that's important. At least the next 3 years has to be 100% clear. And more importantly, you need to know what is your point A. To my understanding, you're still lying into the innovator stage, which is the early innovator stage of 2.5% of the market. Because even if you pick up Dehradun and you look at the population, you look at women in Dehradun, mothers in Dehradun, above 40s in Dehradun, all of that, you will get a sizable population that probably you've not reached. And if you start focusing that way, you will see results coming your way. Again, people in metros, typically people in metros, you will find there are pockets in metros who will afford your product.
Yes.
So you need to come out with all of that, Vivin, to make sure that data with you, that makes sure that when you start getting into the market, you start winning. Now, let me tell you, this is not difficult. This is not difficult. This is extremely easy. The point here is, we are so busy in being busy in our daily operations that we do not take a step back and actually strategize our business. All right. How many of you have taken a 2 days, 3 days, sort of a holiday and strategize your next 5 years? Go ahead and write it down. Yes, I have done that. Vivin, including you may want to tell me that when did you start, Vivin?
So we started in late 2020.
All right. So have you taken a step behind and actually strategize your next, 1,000 days, 2,000 days?
Actually, we are still, we are in that period where we are now, trying to re-strategize the overall business, because offline distribution has many, many bottlenecks and setbacks. So we plan to take it D2C now, and that's what we've been working on for the last few days. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what is a better stage, Vivin? Trial and errors, or sitting back for 2-3 days and strategizing it correctly so that you follow through it? What's
I think the
option?
second option. You strategize it well
and using right tools. It's not only about gyan, na? It is not about aisa kar lo ho jayega. अरे क्यों होगा भाई? कोई लॉजिक तो होना चाहिए उसका, राइट? कोई साइंस होना चाहिए उसके पीछे, कोई आर्ट होनी चाहिए उसके पीछे कोई रिसोर्सेज होनी चाहिए. So scale up का process ना 4 words में divided है. This is for everybody. For people who've responded, just I'm happy that you've responded and being honest about it. But there are 4 things that are very important when you intend to scale up. Okay. The first thing is, if you have a pen and paper, please write it down. The first thing happens to be your vision of where you want to go. Okay, where you want to go. Your second very important element of business is your strategy. How you want to reach there. How you want to reach there. I'm also telling the question. If you have not answered this question, आज दिखते वक्त वो बढ़िया दिखता है, आगे जाके आपको 2 साल में समझ में आएगा यार धंधा बड़ा हो गया पर जेब में पैसे है नहीं. ओके, मतलब जमाने के लिए इफ यू रियली आस्क मी, यू नो, बिजनेसमैन का ऑरा इतना बड़ा होता है कि वो गाड़ी बड़ी होती है, घर बड़ा होता है, बीवी भी बड़ी होती है, बच्चे बड़े होते हैं, है ना. बीवी बच्चों को लग रहा है बहुत पैसे कमाता है बाबा मेरा या मेरी माँ, बट अगर सच में पूछे तो जेब में पैसे नहीं होते, क्योंकि सारा पैसा या तो धंधे में लगा होता है या तो बैंकों के पास होता है. So fundamentally, if you really want to make money out of your business and venture and do something really meaningful, okay, in that process you also support your family, your society, your country. It is very important that you strategize it right. You should understand your market well, the place that you're selling. Your products need to be created in that form. Your displays need to be that way. All of that. Okay, so that's point number 2. Point number 3 is your ability to execute things. Okay, and when you say the word execution, it means you do what you're supposed to do, whether you like it or not. And when you so जब तक अगले 1000 दिन में कौन क्या काम करेगा, ये जब तक लिखित स्वरूप में नहीं है, तब तक you will not find your strategy getting implemented. वरना वो पेपर है. Strategy getting implemented. अगर implementation करना है, then you need to know 3 questions: who, what, and when. Who, what, and when. So what will the person do and when? अगर ये लिखा हुआ है तो उसे फॉलो किया जा सकता है. अगर लिखा हुआ ही नहीं है, then we will not follow it. Now most of the time people try to make this also, but they drizzle out over a period of time. क्यों? शायद विजन पता नहीं होता, शायद स्ट्रैटेजी सही लिखी नहीं होती, शायद सक्सेस नहीं मिलता तो हम बहुत बार उसे reiterate करते हैं या एग्जीक्यूशन के वक्त पे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करना शुरू कर देते हैं. And this is where we start getting into the mess. And the last part, rather second last part, is your people. How motivated our people are, how engaged your people are. If your people are not motivated and engaged, they will not follow through the vision that you're creating for the company. And last but not the least is the cash that you will require to scale up. Because the last thing you want to die is because you don't have cash. But let me tell you, the survey that comes up from Forbes, around 80% of businesses fail because the entrepreneur does not have an accurate vision. Similarly, close to 80%, roughly 75% of businesses fail because entrepreneurs are not able to leverage people. Nothing related to money. So if you are genuinely wanting to scale up your business, please realize that your point B has to be decided. Your execution plan has to be clearly written down and your money has to be allocated accordingly. Only then when you go and start talking in the market, whether you need money or whether you need people, you will start attracting it. Because they see that you have a bigger vision of what you want to do with your business. How many of you agree with what I'm saying right now? Please confirm on the chat box. Yes, sir, we agree with what you're saying. Go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll also sip my tea. So my quick question to everybody here is, because I think I want to urge people to understand what is burning desire. Okay, burning desire is a vision and value exercise done for businesses. Okay, where we craft, I help you scientifically craft your vision for the next 3 years or 5 years as you want. We craft the mission of your business so that you can explain your people what you are wanting to do. it has to be in one sentence that you are able to, spell out what you want to do in your life and your business. Third, we write down all the macro goals that you intend to achieve in the next 1,000 days and the methodology of it. Okay? If yes, vision of point B, how to move from point A to point B, people capabilities to move B, and finally cash to reach there. Wonderful, very nice. Okay, so if you are able to, if you think that whatever I said in last 1 hour is making sense to you, and if you feel that, okay, I could contribute to your business, I could make some sense to your business, and I will put my heart and soul in doing that, of course, because I do generally these, people with 15 or 17 people only, because so that I can focus on every business and I can put in efforts and various tools that are required for you to actually craft that journey. So how many of you would want to be a part of the journey along with me in Burning Desire, which is starting on 3rd? So go ahead and please write it down that yes, I'm interested. I would want to write my own journey of my business till till next, say, 3 years. Bhupendra ji, yes, you are allowed to talk. Wonderful, Prashant Kumar ji, thank you very much. Bhupendra Singh ji, you are allowed to talk. You can unmute yourself and speak. Wonderful. On your chat box, please write down how many of you would want to craft that journey along with me. Yes, Bhupendra ji, go ahead.
Yeah, that's question always say yes. No doubt.
Wonderful. So 3 तारीख को मिलेंगे Bhupendra ji, and my team will get in touch with you, and you can definitely be a part of this. This just to tell you a little bit about this program. This journey is of 8 days. Every day around 90 minutes I will be with you, and every day there is some activity that comes to you that you need to do, and every day evening we'll be discussing that activity. We finish the entire thing by the end of 8th day. You all present me back. So participants present me back of where they want to go, how they want to go, who do they want in that process, and why do they want to go where they want to go. Okay, so it's a beautifully crafted journey over 18,000 businesses, and I'm telling you, the number is already published. I have been doing this course physically also in 3 locations every year. Every month the session used to happen. One is in down south, others in Maharashtra, and one is in north. So post COVID, we went digital onto that, and we started doing digitally. Since then, we have been able to. I have been personally able to interact with 18,000 businesses. So that's one point of it. Second, very important is you become a part of a community which is progressive in nature, which is looking in future, which knows those tools, who are ready to collaborate. Prashant ji, no, there is a certificate, a participation certificate that you get, that you will get anyways. That's not a problem. So you can, once you complete the course, you will download it from the LMS system that we have. So absolutely not a problem. Yeah. So this is how it works. And my humble request to all of you is, if you feel that I can make sense, if you feel that I'm genuine enough for your time and your money and your business, you're more than welcome with open heart at School of Inspirational Leadership. And SIL University will be backing entrepreneurship for the rest of its existence. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining in, listening to me. If I have made sense, please rate this webinar right now on a range of 1 to 5. On a range of 1 to 5, go ahead and rate this webinar right away. You can also watch the same webinar on our Facebook page. So if you want to go back again and learn of what needs to be done, and okay, what was he sharing? Network aapka sahi nahi tha. Koi baat nahi. You can go on School of Inspirational Leadership's Facebook page, and you can watch the entire webinar there. No problems with that. Right? So more than happy. Thank you very much, Prashant ji. I'm waiting for people's feedback from everybody. Awaiting from everybody. It will be a nice, because typically feedback is the champion's food, you see. So go ahead and give me a feedback. I'll be more than happy to receive it. Thank you.
Yogesh, just want to know, I
Yes,
got
sir.
some link of negotiation, something. Is this coming up? Anything? Art of negotiation?
That could be a probable video. The link that, which link are you talking about?
Yeah,
Mukul?
video. I got YouTube video link.
YouTube video. Okay. Oh, okay. That could be the possible YouTube video that one of my team must have shared. But in order to register, there is you can just go on. I'll just share with you. You can go on to SIL University, and give me a moment. I'll just share that with you. Hold on. So I'm sharing the link with you.
Oh, that's a different course. I got it.
Yeah, this is a course. That is a free video that you have received. And this is the place. It's live. You can buy it here. Okay. And till the time the program is starting off, you can also, because you've registered, you can also enjoy the entire power sessions.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Okay. All right. Anybody else who has a question, and I'm more than happy to answer them, or else I need to go. It's 4:07. Last 3 minutes I'm here. Go ahead and ask questions if you have any. Thank you, everybody. No problem. No problem, Prashant. We will work together on it. No problems with that.
So I wanted to ask.
Go ahead.
Am I still audible?
Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. I wanted to ask that this Burning Desire course covers vision, mission, macro goals, and methodology. So this will also cover the strategy,
Yes.
you know,
Yes,
how to go about your
yes,
business.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Give me a moment. I'll just share that with you. It's a good question. Maybe it will help us, other people as well. Give me a moment. This is the course curriculum.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see a journey from point A to point B, learning for the masters is a beautiful exercise that you do. When we started School of Inspirational Leadership, Vivin, we made sure that we researched close to 48 businesses in the country who have made 1,000+ crores in less than 20 years. Okay. And such case studies are given to you. These are proprietary case studies that we have. These case studies, I don't know if you are aware of Balaji Wafers. It's into the FMB segment only, right? So Balaji Wafers is also one of the case that we have, and we share those case studies and we do learnings out of those case studies. Then we look at how do you create a value, values of your organization, because that's how that's the foundation of scale up. Then we look at how do you build the vision out of your values. Then we look at how do you create your big purpose and mission. This is where we talk about understanding your customers. Okay, so one of the tools that I spoke about, diffusion of innovation, is about understanding your customers.
Right.
Understanding and identifying the risk involved in scale up, so that you can mitigate it beforehand, or you are accepting it. Very importantly, in the process of scale up, it is very important that you have the ability to influence bigger people, influence people. Now, because with your vision, with the way you speak, the language that you use, it's very important that you are able to attract people. It could be in form of vendors, suppliers, employees, bankers, any stakeholders, right? So that's the thing. We also help you understand, rather we do this practice, that what are those behaviors that are important for you to use as a businessman. Okay. And last is, how do you deal with your business assumptions that you move forward? So when we say business assumptions, धंधा ऐसे ही होता है, हमारे पास ऐसे ही होता है, हम ऐसे ही करते हैं, हमारे इंडस्ट्री में ऐसे ही चलता है. How do you challenge the status quo all the time? And when do you understand that you're getting into a trap of assumptions? So these are the kind of elements that we talk and help people understand how to scale up. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes.
Wonderful. Very nice. I need to overcome procrastination. Prashant, the reason why you haven't been able to overcome procrastination is because आज नहीं कल ये फीलिंग तब आती है जब आई एम नॉट इमोशनली कनेक्टेड टू द विजन दैट आई हैव इन माय लाइफ. वरना आई वांट टू डू एवरीथिंग यस्टरडे. आई होप आई हैव बीन एबल टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन. Correct. So thank you very much, everybody. It was definitely a pleasure interacting with all of you, and I'll see you in the course, which starts on 3rd at 4 o'clock in the evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Positive vibe to many beginners like us. These 8 days were very good. The forward 80 days or 800 days are going to be very hard. The course and the teacher and his experiences, without asking you do that, he made it do it. जितना भी thank you आप SIL को तो कम ही पड़ेगा. I will recommend this program for many more friends of mine, families of mine who really want to have this journey.
खरं सांगायचं तर हे 8 दिवस आहेत ना, कसे गेले कळत नाही. म्हणजे फ्रँकली सर टास्क द्यायचे, उद्या हे करून या म्हणायचे. सेशनला असं एक मस्त वाटायचं की हा आपण हे केलं आणि हे चांगलं झालं आपल्याला. ओवरऑल छान एक्सपीरियंस.
तो 8 days हम लोग को ऐसा लगा कि what we are learning basically, और आज जो complete जैसे लगा was quite amazing.
It is a lot of learning. You can say I decided to use this break time to sharpen my source. But all these trainings and sessions, whatever I did during this pandemic, online training, almost all online, I think all of that training, the conclusion of that, all trainings I got in this particular session, in these 8 days. So now it is time, my learning time, kind of, I will stop now and it's time to act. Yeah, I have skill, I have knowledge, is there, but what I didn't have vision and mission proper. So that is very important.
योगेश सर का जो पकड़ के रखने का जो एक टेक्निक था, वो स्पीच को 1.5 घंटे तक या 2 घंटे तक हमारे को कहीं भी ऐसा क्या बोलते बोरिंग कहीं नहीं लगा. उन्होंने ऐसा एक पकड़ के रखा हमारे को पूरा, यानी क्या बोलते उसको, एक उन्होंने एक अलग सी एक पर्सनालिटी उस टाइप की. तो ये ओवरऑल एकदम अच्छा सफर रहा. बहुत खुशी हुई, बहुत आनंद है, और कहीं ना कहीं अभी लग रहा है कि हम हमारा टारगेट चेस करेंगे.